So as we load in here, the kind of idea behind tonight is gonna just be, you know, talking about the game, my thoughts on it. Pony Game has been on the brain. I'm thoroughly enjoying Pony Game. I like the way the buttons feel. I like the way I move, even if poor Oleander doesn't have a good run. Oh, perfect. Hopefully you do figure out something about this game. It's good. I like the Pony Game. But yeah, so them's Fightin' Herds is lovingly referred to by myself as the Pony Game. And I think most people, even though there's like, as my buddy Ryan pointed out, there's very few ponies. Like, this is a unicorn, and that's a cow. It's not exactly pony material, but that's alright. So far, I think my favorite thing is I like the shmovement. I like the moves. I like, especially after dealing with Street Fighter, the cancel windows are a lot less restrictive, which is fun. And I think it's super underrated, just overall. Look, it's just like Guilty Gear. You have a 6P, you have a 6-punch, you're a universal anti-air. More anime players should get into it, and I don't know, maybe try and take me off my high horse. No pun intended. So far, game good. There are points, I will say, where it does kind of feel like an indie fighting game, which is what it is. Maybe that's just like sometimes when I whiff a move, but then that's on me because this is minus 30 and I'm being silly. So I can't really fault the game for thinking this works. But there's a lot of strong characters on the cast. The one I'm playing right now, I'm going to talk about a little bit. Oh, hey, what's up? Turquan? Is that how you say it? How's it going? I think the game has... Oh, hey, Vegan, what's up? I think the game has a lot of strong characters. Like, this character is not okay, I don't think. But she's way better than the one we'll talk about later, which is Stronghoof. Stronghoof is a bully. And that's okay with me. Oh, okay. What's up, Miguel? Y'all play some Guilty Gears. I was just saying, look, we get 6P. It's just like Guilty Gear. Look at that, universal anti-air. Gonna open up a nondescript caffeine to help my brain flow. Oh, there's the caffeine beverage. True. Testament 6P made me. It built me, forged me. Let's get into a little bit of how the game actually works. We're not gonna be doing like tutorials and things. That'll be probably not this next stream, because I have a little bit of a little bit of a goofy team up with a friend of mine, a pretty good friend, I think. So that'll be fun, but I'm going to go through the tutorials later. What you need to know about the game is you can like do Gatlings, right? Light, medium, heavy, special. You can stagger. You can also push block. I'm trying to think what else is relevant. I'll probably cover it as we get into it, because I want to talk about why I think stagger pressure seems strong in the game, or at least not just like mashing into your opponent's head all the time. And that's because of the push block being pretty good in this game. Also, for the Stride developers, if you're listening, if you could add the silly little hitboxes and like actual frame data, like this, like not as high budget, not even AA indie game was able to, I'd appreciate that as the system changes for Season 3. That'd be pretty cool. So, also universal mechanics. You have a magic system. Magic system lets you do different things for characters. It's a bar, essentially. Yes! Hey, Azure, what's up? It do be the farm to me. Look, I have a cow on screen right now. It's true. Arizona. Who's not his owner. As the ending of Arizona might imply. Right? Yeah, each character has actual unique mechanics instead of just being reskin Goku, which is pretty neat. Let's see. Yeah, magic is its own form of meter. You have different requirements to getting it. Arizona does a grappling move to get magic. Oleander gets high off of knowledge. Pretty neato. Arizona Dumu, Arizona Rushdown. I think Arizona or Oleander are the closest to a Shoto you can get in this game, but IMO, or at least how I play Oleander, is more, like I said in the title, this is Pony Testament. And actually, that's a great way for what we call in the business a segue. So, about Oleander, and why I say that she's kind of Testament Pony Unicorn. Hey, look, 6P. We were talking about it. Everybody in Strive knows this does your taxes for Testament. And then all of these massive disjoints too. So you have disjoint, you have fireball, you have a teleport, and just like Old Testament, you have traps. Yeah, look at this thing. This is all disjointed, by the way. The book, I can't get hurt by you interacting with the book. So really what I want to do is give like an overview of the character, and then kind of move into a breakdown of how I'm going to be playing Oleander, for anybody that's interested. So, when I first started, we'll go over moves first, then we'll go over how I play. So, this is Oleander's punch. It is a fairly disjointed. I don't think I can hide this. There is like a Dust Loop version for this game. Dust Loop variant, whatever you call it. But it's a 4-frame startup with a disjoint. That's pretty nice. And it hits pretty far. What's even sillier is it's -2, and I believe, people can probably correct me on this, I believe that the fastest light in the game is 4 frames, maybe 3, which means that some things we'll go over later are safe as frame data. You also have this silly little book turn that is also disjoint. This is my crouching light. It's a 5-frame startup, so it's slower, but it hits low. So if you ever want a Gatling, the read OP exactly star would be so upset. Yes. Soul's Knees. Just think of Soul's Knees whenever you think of the pony game. I encourage this behavior, Vegan. I hope you keep it up. So there's the lights. I am not 100% great at this game, so I cannot say for sure how strong they are, but I can tell you from the games I have played, feel pretty good. Then of course you have forward punch, or forward punch, forward light, or the A button, so forward A, or 6A. That's the anti-air. It covers both sides of Oleander, so it's really nice, especially matchups against TakeWhe and golly, what's it called? Sometimes I think Shanty. Crash was saying it was good against Shanty. What's next? Then you got the mediums. This button, large and -3. Look at this. It moves forward. It's insane. I like this button. Wait, was I +0? Can you space this? Hold on. Whoa. Alright. Okay. Alright, we learned I can be +1 with, like, max spacing. That's very funny. That's so funny. Look at that. +2. We're hitting new heights. but you really have to space that out. I don't know how realistic that is in a match. The funnier thing for it is it cancels. So you can cancel everything into command normals, and I think command normals is specials, so like, yeah. You can do that, and that's a low. Or you can do, like, into the high. We'll get there. Let's see, you also have your crouching B, or your medium. Also disjointed. I haven't found much use for this move yet, because you have this one, your forward A. So, yeah, it's a faster startup too. Let's see if it's 1 frame less negative, but I guess it also hits more horizontally, if you like that, if you want some extra reach instead of being more vertical. I don't think, yeah. Then you have the low that goes incredibly far. Oh my god. Jump scare. Also disjointed. By the way, these are all disjointed. That. It's amazing. So this is 4B, 6B. I've been using that to help mix up a little bit for some pressure things. Pretty go for that. And Oleander's heavy is even larger than the others, so this thing is huge. Look at this. Oh, heavy. C, my beloved. Then you have your low heavy, so 2C. And these can all be cancelled, by the way. So these can't go back. There's no like reverse beat situation, but you can special cancel. Special canceling at max range with slow fireball makes you plus, very plus, which is good. And then you have the overhead. So 22 frames, that's pretty slow. The other two are 14, but also it's good to throw in with here, because you can go with the high, go with the low. It's probably super reactable, and the low might be better situationally, because the low can be special canceled. Or... oh, no, it doesn't work that. Yeah, so it might be good to condition with that as a recommendation. And now we'll go with air normals. So air light is this little fast 7-frame disjointed book punch. It's pretty neat. It's probably like an okay air to air if you aren't using this thing and you want something faster. You have air medium or air B. This is one of your jump-in buttons. So I don't think it's hitting cross-up, but it does hit like right there, which is neato burrito. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I haven't used this one too much outside of like a combo. And then you have the air heavies, the air Cs. You have this thing. It goes so far. Oh, look at this beauty. It's very nice. I like this button a lot. All of these are also special cancel. Boop. Boop. And also, exactly no fly zone. No fly, no pony zone. Another important thing is there's unique movement in this game. So, Oleander has a double jump. So, no like good, I can dash all the way to you or run. Like, I think Arizona has a run. Or a really good dash. Can't remember off the top of my head. But no double jump. Instead, Arizona has a little short hop. What that lets Oleander do is do like a move, and then you can jump and do whatever you want, which is pretty nice. You know, I'm not complaining, personally. And you have one more air normal, and that's it. It is down C, or down heavy. This hits above you as well, so if you're ever in a situation where someone's trying to do the fly zone, like Azure said, above you, you can say no, and also it's special cancelable. And also it's jump cancelable. So, whoop. It's pretty nice. This is a fun character. I like the shenanigans you can do with this character. It also ground bounces, which is important, because this game uses the Skullgirl engine. Yeah, so ground bounce gives you some extension on your combo, which is pretty nice. And I think that's the only air normal that does that. So important to pay attention to. Then for specials, you got your classic fireball, slow fireball, faster fireball, fastest fireball. So, I believe, depending on what you want, whatever fits the situation, if you're doing a block string, the slower one, which is your light one, your A, that's the slow one, will leave you more positive. So, it's plus 25, because it takes longer to get there. This one travels faster, plus 15. Fastest, you're only plus 9. That's because it's doing the classic, like, if the fireball's faster, Shoto shenanigans. My little brain is trying to remember the connection I had there, but my ADHD won't let it. So, some uses for these are gonna be cool. I'll talk about them later. They're very good at controlling spacing, especially with some of the characters that can cancel out fireballs. Since you can choose the speed, it's really nice to be able to sit back as much as you want and kind of just throw these out to get a reaction, bait a reaction, try to force an approach. All of her other specials are reliant on magic. So you have a teleport that costs 1 bar. I think the regular ones are some kind of invul. I forget if it's strike invul. So the light one puts you in front, the medium one puts you behind, and then the last one is going to be the heavy or the C version. That doesn't cost any bar on the ground, and you teleport back. So you can do things like this, even when you have no bar, like that. However, once you get in the air, because you can do those in the air, it takes a bar. What else? Big thing is traps. Back in version 1.0, regular teleports didn't require magic bar. Only the magic teleport did? That's messed up. That's a fucked up thing for this character to have. So, magic teleport, because the magic version of special moves gives them special properties for magic, is, I believe, full and full. You're -9 though, so if you use it just willy-nilly, you're gonna get smacked. It takes 1 bar of magic, and so do all the other teleports. You also have little trap friends. They hang out. They can be ran into, and I also believe they can be slapped to be gotten rid of. But they're also a lot of fun if you like playing traps, laying them around. There are a couple uses you can use them for. The light version will go straight in front of you, or the A version. The B version goes more forward, and then the C version will float up. So you can kind of protect yourself a little bit with them. And then the magic version will put a giant paper out that lasts for a while. We also have, I think that's it for like actual specials, because then you have your upgraded versions, which was like the magic teleport and the magic trap that requires 3 bars, or you can do a magic fireball. It's Stronghoof with 3 magic. And then you have supers. Let's see. So super in this game, thank you command list, core circle forward, 2 buttons. Whoop. Yeah, there we go. And now I have a giant demon warlock friend. Look at him go. Look at him go. That goes behind, that's so funny. And then they added level 3s to the game, which is a half circle back and then 2 buttons. Yeah, sheep is spoopy. I mean, what did you expect for a warlock pony, you know? I guess unicorn. Warlock unicorn. So that's just basic character overview, all the buttons, what the buttons do. Now let's get into some of the ways that I'm liking to use them. I'm kind of digging it. Something I found was like this in the training mode. Pop. Leaves you plus 22, so I was doing like ba 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 ba, because I'm trying to bait out an interaction. So the foundation of how I play this character is like Testament. I am going to throw fireballs and teleport and that doesn't work. Teleport and grab you, and you're gonna have to interact with me, or else I'm gonna hit you with things across the screen. And then control the space that you can move with these giant buttons, because it's pretty easy to hit you and then stay safe if I want to. Just here's a low, plus 11 or plus 3. It's very nice. It makes me very happy. I like it a lot. I like being able to just like twerk teabag into taunt true combo. So when I was first playing, I was focusing really hard on the magic stuff. I was like, oh, you know, win condition, get magic, be more powerful. But I got slapped a lot because I was focusing on doing drugs, because everybody knows that reading and knowledge, that's clearly a drug. And so I wasn't using the other incredible buttons that were available to me. Whee. Oh my god, even hits right here. That's insane. Round start, I'll try to do this by, if I think someone's gonna press a button, I'll either try and jab with my light. True. For anybody listening that is involved in like the IRS or anything, I promise you it's reading. This is look at the unicorn on the screen. That's definitely what I'm referring to. Exactly. Learning as you fight. This character's really cool. I like her a lot. I think she has a lot of neat tools. I like the teleport stuff, because I think it's funny that this can't grab off of teleport, but the one that gets behind you can. And that's really fun. I don't have, like, honestly too much experience in it, because one of the reasons why I wanted to do this in my, like, haphazard, I've never done a little tutorial thing before, except for maybe Testament, was because I really like this game. I think... Oh, thanks, I appreciate it, yeah. So, I have experience in a bunch of different fighting games, but I'm a slower learner, and it kind of was all just kind of clicked in this game, especially since I was like, oh, you're similar to Testament. I can bully people with my giant normals, a fireball, and then if somebody's zoning me, I can punish with a teleport or something. But yeah, like I was saying, I really love this game. I think it's great. The movement feels incredible. The people I've met, like the 2 people I've met playing online, have been really cool. It seems like there's a really fun community to be had. But I didn't want to join a Discord full of strangers, and the internet didn't have a lot of resources on like YouTube and stuff. So this is definitely going to YouTube. Say hi YouTube if you'd like in the comments. And then I will go ahead and real quick do a summary for Oleander. Yeah, Dream Eater. At least that's what it looked like. Pretty cool. So, summary for Oleander. If you want to give this character a try, and you want just a quick, you know, what buttons should I use, what scenarios, things like that, what are some basic things to do. If you want an anti-air, forward A, forward light, this is something that's good for a go-to. If you want a poke button, you're medium. So, the forward A covers a lot of distance and is also unblock special cancelable. That's why I'm recommending that. Oleander's B, so standing B, is a good poke because it leads into a bunch of other stuff and is special cancelable. I don't think jump cancelable though. Your fast button you should go to is going to be your standing A. And if you want to cover a lot of distance, I would just stick to using your B button. For the air, if somebody's far away from you, use your B. If you're jumping in on somebody, I would use your C button. Jump in, use your air B button. And then, if you're trying to play with distance, I would stick to fireballs. I think traps can be good, but traps are gonna take some feeling out and learning. So if you're trying out the game, I would use fireball, and if you want to get away, teleport. And those are the basics. For a combo, if you want a basic combo, okay, I forgot that there's a launcher. There's a launcher. This is our launcher. It is crouching forward and C. You can just do that. 1, 2, 3, launcher. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or something like that. That's a general structure that you won't be doing a ton of damage, but you'll be doing a combo that you can figure out more stuff for. And if you want to end with the super, level 1. That's my quick TLDR for Oleander. So this is Stronghoof. Stronghoof buttons, large. Very large. And let's talk about it. So, we got Oleander's light. It's a disjoint. It's 4 frames. That's pretty fun. I like 4-frame disjoint. This is crouching light, crouching A. I haven't even used this thing. And that's even more disjoint. And larger. Oh my god, look at that. Look at these hitboxes. Jeez, Scoob. Here is a phenomenal button. Standing medium. Or B. If you take a look-see at that there hitbox, that's a lot. And then here's the crouching B. And then you want a bigger button? Heavy or C? Okay. So there's the light. Giant destroy. Crouching. Pretty big button too. Here's the crouching medium. Crouching B. Then here's C. That's a big button. Let's try jumping away. Blah. This is the only downside to this. So here's C. Boop. Oh, it has... I didn't know that. It also has a hitbox on the return. So it also hits behind, which is interesting. Stronghoof's crouching heavy is going to be that. Looks like it moves him forward. So it's even bigger, technically. And then, what's launcher like? Oh, that's launcher, sorry. This is launcher. Yeah, that's low. The crouching one that's not the launcher, that's 3 crouching forward heavy, it's low. Yeah. Massive buttons. So, I like the big buttons. They make the brain have serotonin. In real time, they look like this. Oh wow, that goes far. Oh! Also some good air buttons, I believe. So, this is your air light. It's a little low swing. It's pretty fast. Feels like. Doesn't go very far. However, air medium, or air B, sorry, getting used to this game's system will take time. And then here's your air C, or your heavy. Also huge. So large. So big. Eggman would be proud. Oh, and also your anti-air is this universal anti-air. I have not looked at the advanced tutorials combo damage because I'm not very good at combos, so I do a basic one that does like enough for the people I play with right now. Hold on. I do like that. Because like in training mode, I'll just do like that. And that's already like... Does that work? No. Way more damage. So, that's pretty basic combo. And then, let's get into the specials. So, specials. Quarter circle forward A for your light. Lets you do this buddy right here, which is pretty nice. And then the neat part about Stronghoof is it's set play. So now I input it again, and my little buddy goes all the way over there with, I don't think it's a low. I think it's a mid, but I don't really know. Okay. That's a high. So this is the medium, the B version. It's a high. Yes, as in an overhead. So it's pretty huge, but also like that. Or you can... You can do that. Okay, yes, overhead. So when I say high, I mean overhead. And then you have your heavy or your C, which is a shield. And this is nice because it is a forward advancing shield that blocks highs and mids, and if you walk behind it, you can just vibe and chill. And if people try to get over, you have this. I like it. And then for magic. So, Stronghoof magic does a few things. I'm not super deep into, like, the big brain bombos and stuff with magic. However, let's see. You have this. Is that it? This little dude. For 2 magic bar. Will hit, I believe it's mid? No, mid. It's not an overhead, but hits at where he be at. And the reason why that's important is, even though it costs 2 bar, see how that's minus 23, which, you know, not really ideal. You can make yourself safe by using your little friend. And now I'm plus 29. So, even if I do, like, unsafe things, I can make them safer with the little dude, little guy, little friend. I can change the direction people are moving for some bar, some meter. There's also the reindeer have a special movement property where if they crouch, they slide, which means their movement gets better instead of just being like a dash. You can kind of see the skating thing because they're ice people. I mean animals, but you know, they're ice things, creatures. Or you can slick the ground and look, your movement's buffed. Takes a bar to do. You can cover a bunch of ground, skate over. It looks like I can use that to do like a retreating move, so like that will push me back. This character also has a command grab because he needs it. And it's a pretty far-reaching command grab that I can combo off of. Which is pretty cool. You know what's also cool? You can kind of tick throw off of your pretty good medium button, your B button. And then we have supers, so I'm fairly certain supers are universal in this game, where it's level 1 is core circle forward, 2 buttons. Level 2 is going to be a core circle backwards. And then half circle back and 2 buttons is going to be your level 3. So yeah, if you're going to play Stronghoof, shield, this character just feels strong. I like a lot of what he does. I think I'm better with Stronghoof than Oleander right now because honestly, I think he's easier to play because he feels like he has more health. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if there's a health difference in characters. But higher health means that you can, you know, take more mistakes. With the range that I have, it's hard for people to get in. And then once they do get in, I'll talk a little bit about system mechanics, sure. I feel like push blocking is very strong, especially getting out of pressure. But 5 health tiers, and Stronghoof is potentially the second highest, which is very nice. I like the large dad bod. It looks as though also that frame data is space independent. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. It seems to be a universal thing. The mid-range is yours. Take advantage of the mid-range. If somebody is like constantly throwing projectiles, I would use the shield to get out of it. Or accept play into that hammer because the hammer goes far. That's very funny. Yeah, that's almost a full screen. So if you get hit, it goes away, but if not, there you go. Let's see. Fast button. Fast button's gonna be your light. If you want a good, like, mid-range poke, I would go with your medium button or your B button, especially because you can do this. That was cool. I just found out a new combo, but that gives me 2 setups. Anyways, yeah. Medium, B button, pretty nice. Would recommend. And then if you're ever worried about how much space you're taking up and you want to hit somebody, hit the C button. It goes very far, special cancel, pretty good. And if you want to be safe, use your little buddy. I think that's non-hit grab. For an anti-air, or an air-to-air, space independent, heavy seems pretty good. I use that, and then also medium. And that's really the TLDR for Stronghoof. It's hard because really I just play kind of like, I don't really have too much of a game plan for Stronghoof. I didn't like do as much in-depth research and like labbing and stuff with Stronghoof, because to me the game plan is I have a big button, I have big specials, and now it's your problem to deal with it. There's probably a lot of room to experiment with this character. So yeah, if you like mid-range characters with set play, I recommend Stronghoof. If you like a character that can be played like a Shoto, like a Zoner, like a mid-range character, would recommend Oleander. And I'll re-show you the basic bread and butter that won't do the best damage, but if you're starting, hey, any damage is good damage, right? So A, B, C. I don't do launcher because I do into axe, and then heavy into axe, and then heavy into hammer, then heavy into hammer, and then like heavy. Because I do into axe, and then heavy into axe, and then heavy into hammer, then heavy into hammer, and then like heavy. There you go. Thanks, y'all. Thanks to you all for showing up, hanging out. I appreciate it, especially people who played this game and taught me some really messed up things like backdash being invincible that I'm going to definitely abuse. If you want to give the channel here on Twitch a follow, that'd be great. Like I said, definitely going to be doing more of these. Probably start doing some open ring type situations as well, or open lobby. That's going to be it from me today. Any last things y'all want to shout out into the void before chat disappears? Feel free. And I will catch you all next week with a special guest. So long, everybody. Have a good one.